So the two most inconsistent things on the channel are my uploads. You guys saw on the last video. It took me a really long time to post that last video. I'd actually shot it a lot earlier than I had edited it, but usually editing is the thing that kills me the most. Yeah, but the second thing that's really inconsistent about this channel is my location of where I'm recording. So sometimes it's in my parents' bedroom, which is where I'm at right now, and then it's in my kitchen, and it's in my living room, because I just find better opportunities to record in those places. But then when furniture moves around, or based off time of day when I want to record or I'm allowed to record, without there being too much noise in the house, well, that's why the location changes a lot. And I know with that little black ball there, it just kind of looks weird, you know, just there being something there the entire time. But with that, I can now have both hands open, so I can, you know, not just hold the microphone in one hand and talk with the other hand. And I actually need that because today is the March video game pickups. I know that I said I was going to do more video games, but I don't want this to accumulate again, and it's almost mid-April, and I want to do the April video in a while because I really want to do video games, and the only way I'm going to be able to do video games is if I just get this video out the way, because it's the biggest video. It's the biggest video game. It's the most amount of games that I picked up in a month, maybe compared to the year video, but that was an entire year, and this was 1 month. So yeah, I really want to get this video out the way. This is the video that's out the way. After this, we can finally get to doing some video game reviews, which is what this channel's about. I promise you, it's not just me picking up video games. Now, I'd say let's get straight to the video, but I have to explain why I got so many games, because it's a long story. And it's a long story that involves my friend and I. We were hanging out, and this is a rich friend of mine, so he has a lot more money than I do. And then we made a bet, and then I won the bet, and it was a $200 bet. It wasn't more of a bet, more of a dare. I talk about the dare, but I'm not proud of the things that I've done in my life. So it wasn't anything illegal. I didn't break any laws, and but yeah, I got $200 from him, and it wasn't $200 necessarily in cash. It was $200 to spend whatever I want. At that time was Target, because we were gonna go to Target. But then I realized I kind of just wanted to buy video games because that's what I really love. And you know, when I was given the opportunity to spend $200 in the GameStop, I knew it was going to take a long time, so he put a limit on me, a time limit. And now all of these games are not just from that $200 spend. It was, most of them were from the spend, so I will kind of just tell you guys which ones were from the video game thing and which ones were from me actually buying them. So most of these games don't have a $10 price limit on it, because I kind of disregarded the rules of my gaming channel for that. Because the $200 weren't coming from me, it was just kind of a thing that had happened in the moment, and he had put in a time limit on me of 45 minutes. So I couldn't just look for the cheapest games, because I wasn't going to find any good games. And when I had $200, I really wanted to buy a lot of games, but I wanted to buy a lot of quality games, and that's what I did. This is over $200 worth of video games. I think when we actually spent it, it only came out to about 180 something, because I didn't want to spend too much. But with the games that I got, this adds up to 200. This is over $200 worth of video games that we picked up in the month of March, and I'm really excited to show you them all. But it's gonna take a really long time. We're gonna try to make it less time by speeding up the process. I'm gonna not half-ass tell every single story of how I got every single game, but I'll just give a little introduction, and we're not gonna do them in order. We're just gonna do them as they come, and then hopefully you guys enjoy this video. It's one of the best video game pickups I've ever had. So first game is actually on the Switch. And you know, when I got a Switch game, that's how you know I didn't spend that's how you know I didn't spend less than $10, because you know, Switch games are super expensive right now. But it was a game I wanted because it actually comes with a large amount of games. It is the Mega Man Legacy Collections 1 and 2. So this is the Switch one. It comes with both 1 and 2 of Mega Man. So it comes with Mega Man's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I know there's a Mega Man X collection. I might collect that. I've never played the Mega Man series, and I've always wanted to. Now it's on the portability on the Switch. It was only $30 new, so I was like, whatever, I'll get it. 10 games for only $30, and I was on the Switch. Pretty good deal. The next game was actually me. I bought this on my own. It was Halo Wars. So I spent $4.99 on Halo Wars, but it says $4.99. Then it wasn't $4.99. It was $2.50 because it was a 4 for 10. I was really hesitant to buy the game because it didn't have the art, the cover art, and I really like games with cover art because when it just looks better in the collection. Looking at this, looking at Halo Wars, Xbox 360, it's just ugly. It's not as pretty as a game that actually you can actually see on the shelf. But I wanted it because I will have to show you guys my collection to explain it. But long story short, I have almost all the Halo games due to the Master Chief collection. I had that game before I started my channel, so I've had that game for a very long time. And Halo Wars was one of the games that I didn't have. I needed Halo Wars 1 and 2. Now I have 1. I only got it for $250. And I was really interested when it came out, but I didn't get it because it was $60 and I had never played the Halos. But those over-the-top strategy games always caught my attention. I've never actually played one though, so maybe they're boring. I don't know. Halo Wars, $250. The next game wasn't from a 4 for 10, but it was actually a 4 for 20. So sometimes GameStop has games $9.99 and under. If you get 4 of them, instead of spending $40, you spend $20. So each game goes from $10 to $5. GameStop has those deals. I'm a big fan of them, especially the 4 for 10, because you know that's when it's harder for me to find good games. But the 4 for 20 allows for me to buy games that I really wanted for myself. And one of those games was SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. It was $5, not $10. But it didn't have the cover art, and that's why I was hesitant to get it. I really love wrestling games. And SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 was the only SmackDown vs. Raw I had never played before. I still haven't played it. So I'm pretty interested to see the only SmackDown vs. Raw that I never played. I only got it for $5, but it didn't have the cover art, so that's one thing that we're going to have to print out. The next game, well, the next 2 games are actually from the same deal, the same 4 for 20. I don't remember the last game I got, so I'm just going to show you the first one, and it is Gun. It's on the Xbox 360, so it's an updated version, because I'm pretty sure the original came out on the Xbox original and on the PS2. And it's Gun. I never played it, but it was a really good game at the time that it came out, and it was always a game that my friends had, and they told me it was good, but I never played it on my own. It was only $5, and it came in really good condition. Does it come with it even came with the instruction manual, and GameStop, it's pretty rare. So it's a good condition game. It was only $5, and it caught my attention, so I bought it, and I got Gun. But the other game is Saints Row 2. I played this game once because PS3 allowed you to download games from your friends. Game share kind of, and up to I think 5 people. So my friend let me download this game, and then I played it when I was a kid, and I loved it when I was a kid. It's a really goofy GTA type game. And it tells a really good story too. But I didn't remember it because I was a kid. So when I wanted to replay it again, I couldn't because the game, well, my friend had not used that PS3 account anymore, so I didn't have the rights to use that game anymore. I was really bummed out because I really wanted to play it, and now I can play it again, but now on my Xbox 360, and I prefer the 360 controller to the PS3 controller because the PS3 controller is a lot smaller, and the Xbox 360 controller is one of my personal favorites. Now this was from the 200 pack that I got. One of the things I got was Shadow of Mordor. It was actually a 4 for 10. So when I got $200 to spend at GameStop, there was a 4 for 10. So I took advantage of that. I got Shadow of Mordor. It was a pretty new game. It was a pretty good game. It's still a graphically intense game, and it's on the Xbox One, and it looks good, and it's in really good condition. Just a sticker, but it's in really good condition, and it was only $250. So Shadow of Mordor, a pretty good Xbox One game for $250. Whenever I see Xbox One and I see $250, it's really hard for me not to get the game just because of how rare it is to find a good Xbox game for $250. But I actually ended up finding a couple more because I found the Elder Scrolls Online. That was $5. I've never played any of the Elder Scrolls games, not even Skyrim. Even though I own it, I haven't played it yet. Now it says no game subscription required. I don't know if I can even still play this game. It's an online game, so it requires internet and an Xbox Live Gold membership. I have both, but I don't know what the game's about. I really can't tell you anything besides it being Elder Scrolls, so a Skyrim type game. But I think it's online, so Elder Scrolls Online, $250. It was something I really wanted because it was only $250. That's the only reason I got it. Just like I also got Battlefield Hardline. I always played the Battlefield games when it had the little betas back in the day when Call of Duty was still like MW2 and MW3. Battlefield was still trying to get its name out there, so they were always doing they were always doing betas that anybody can download. They even did it for Battlefield 1, and every time they do that, people rave about how good they are. And I never played Battlefield Hardline. I don't even know what game. I don't know if this is if this is under the 1, 2, 3, 4 series. I don't know if this is just a DLC type game. I don't know anything about this Battlefield, so I can't tell you anything about it except it's a Battlefield. The storyline looks pretty good though. It looks pretty real for a Xbox One game because current gen. So games look good, and I wanted to get this game because it looks good. $250. Battlefield Hardline. Rise is the next game. Now, Rise Son of Rome. I've seen it actually for $7, so when I saw it for $10, I kind of tripped out. But it's the Legendary Edition, and I always wanted to get this game. It was a Rome game, and I'm really into historic games, kind of like, you know, the whole Rome thing, and then Spartans and all that. It just catches my attention. So when I saw this game, I like, this looks pretty cool. But I didn't have an Xbox at the time, and it was a $60 game when it first came out. And now I have the Legendary Edition. It includes 4 add-on packs, 3 solo maps, and a bonus skin. That's the only thing that comes with it. Well, I paid $10 for it, but I got it for a 4 for $20, so I only paid $5 for it. So an Xbox One game for $5, but it's Rise Son of Rome and it's a Legendary Edition, so it comes with all the DLC. That's a cop for me. You guys don't understand. I'm not even close to finishing. I have so many games, but let's just throw one of the big ones out the way. I only got this for $250, which is why I consider it to be a big one, and it's an even bigger one when I saw this case. I saw this at a GameStop. I don't know how people didn't buy it. It's a Battlefield Bad Company, which I actually know for a fact is one of the best Battlefields. Maybe not anymore, but when Battlefield was still Call of Duty, you know, under Call of Duty, Bad Company was one of the games that really separated it. And it's a gold edition. So it comes with, I have no idea, it comes with 5 in-game weapons, multiplayer strategy videos. I'm not getting the poster, I'm assuming. But it comes with a documentary. Look, it's the Ultimate Edition of Bad Company. It's one of the best Battlefields. It's right here. And I only got it for $2.50. For $2.50. Comes with this nice ass gold holographic box and everything. For $2.50, that's a steal. There's no way around that. I was really excited when I saw this, and I was even more excited when the guy at GameStop told me that he had found it, because at first he couldn't find it. So I was really worried I was gonna have to get a different game, but I didn't. I have the gold edition of Bad Company, and I only got it for $2.50. That's a steal. Just recording this video, I just feel like I'm taking a really long time, and it's kind of annoying because I'm not close to done. So let's just keep going at it. We're gonna try to shorten the stories because I feel like I'm getting carried away. Next game, Legends of WrestleMania, actually. Now, it's different from Legends of Wrestling. Legends of Wrestling was its own series that wasn't approved by the WWE. It was a wrestling game that was about the old legends of all the old wrestling companies. So not just WWE, WCW, NWA, all of those things. That was a much older game. This is an actual WWE game. It's Legends of WrestleMania. So I know this game came out close to, what, 2009, I would say. And it didn't get too good ratings, but I heard that the people who enjoyed it a lot. But most bad wrestling games, I enjoy them, so hopefully I enjoy this one too. Legends of WrestleMania, I got it for $2.50, and it was one of those games. I saw wrestling on it. I've never played it before, and I had $200 to spend, so I was spending pretty good. One of the other games I got was Fight Night Round 4. I've always been a fan of the boxing games. Boxing games are actually pretty cool because it feels really good to connect the punch. Not just boxing, but UFC as well. So it feels really good to like have those kind of games because landing a punch and getting that knockout, it's an incredible feeling for me. So Fight Night Round 4, it has Mike Tyson, it had Muhammad Ali, so kind of excited for that, and I had $200. I didn't have a reason for getting most of these games. I got them because I could. And that was a really liberating feeling, but it was kind of just too much. So some of the games, I don't know why I got them. Batman Arkham Origins, I'm indecisive about it. I don't know whether it was a good cop or not. It was part of the $250 deal, so what could it go wrong with $250? And then only on PlayStation, I get the Nightfall pack that has the Batman skin, the classic TV series Batman skin, and 5 challenge maps. So, you know, for getting it on PS3, I got some bonus stuff rather than getting it on Xbox. You know, it wasn't me paying because look how many PS4 games I have. And they're all really good PS4 games. None of these are like sports titles. They're only $1. They're all really good games. And I was really excited for all of them. Like, I don't regret any of my PS4 choices. Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, is the first one. Now, this game only cost me $19. So, I am a pro member. So, it's only $18. You know, with tax and everything. Let's just say $20. So, $20 for both Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and Borderlands 2. And all the DLC that came with those games. All of them remastered for the PS4 because all those games came out on the PS3. I've never played the Borderlands series. Some of my friends have, and the friends who have played it before love the series, and they say it was amazing and it's incredible, and they're really excited for Borderlands 3. So Borderlands, the Handsome Collection. It came with the second one and the prequel. So not the first one. So I had to get the first one on my own, which I'm kind of bummed out. Well, I was kind of bummed out about because you know it didn't come with all the series, which I felt like it should have. But it comes with I guess 0.5 and 2. So I just need to get one. And then I have all the Borderlands and they're remastered. And then, you know, if I really enjoy them, then it'll get me excited for Borderlands 3. Borderlands, the Handsome Collection on the PS4. I'm really excited to try that out. Real quick, because I got those two, I also got Borderlands 1. Now, I got this game, and I was going to talk about it later, but I didn't want to get the whole Borderlands thing out of my head. I got this game, like you may be seeing, it's a green sticker, which, you know, you've never seen before. I went to, I don't remember the name, I'd have to go again. It was some game store in Irvine. I had gone to go visit a friend, and when I went, they had a gaming store with retro video games, and I don't see that anymore, so I'm really excited to see that. And some of the games are overpriced. Usually I don't buy many games from actual retro gaming stores because they have like the actual price of what they're worth. And I'm trying to get games for less than 10 bucks, so when you're trying to get really good classics, it's hard to at gaming stores because they know the actual value of them. So when I saw it at that game store for only $4, I see it at GameStop for like 10. And this one actually came with the cover art. It looked pretty good condition. Even had the actual instruction manual and everything. I was really excited for it because I wanted to get it, and it was only $4. So I was just like, you know what? I had just finished getting the Borderlands Handsome Collection 3 days before. So I completed the Borderlands Collection. It was pretty easy. It was only 3 games. It only cost me about 25 bucks. The other game I got from that game store was Dark Souls 2. I haven't played Dark Souls 1 yet, so I don't know if I'm going to like it. But Dark Souls 2 was only $4 as well. And it came with the cases. And games that are in good condition that are less than 5 bucks always catch my attention. Especially, you know, when I know that all the Dark Souls games are really good. So I'm really excited to try out both, and now I have that opportunity to. Some of the other PS4 games are Horizon Zero Dawn. I got this game for about $16. It was used, but it was in really good condition. And Horizon Zero Dawn, I know this got incredible reviews. I know besides Spider-Man, Red Dead, and God of War, this was a game that, you know, wasn't given that much recognition because of those games. But this is still a really amazing game. And I'm really excited for it because it was the last really good, big, like kind of low-key PS4 remastered exclusive before the big exclusives like Spider-Man and God of War. So those games kind of, you know, overshadowed this game, but it's still a really good game from what I've heard before. It's a lot of people's favorite game, and I'm really excited to try it. This may say $35 on the thing, but don't get me wrong, I didn't spend $35 on DSX Mankind Divided. A couple things about this series. I saw when I was a kid, I think I was subscribed to Gold Glove. He was a former YouTuber, and he did a video on it, and then it caught my attention, and I just never gave it a second thought, but it was always in the back of my head. So when I saw the game, and I think I saw it for $7, this was around the last 10 minutes when my friend was really pressuring me to hurry up. So I kind of just got this game. Do I regret it? Maybe. I got it for like $8, and I feel like I could have gotten other things for $8 if I had more time. But how bad could this game be, you know? It caught my attention the first time, and it's a day one edition, so at least I have that going for me. I told you guys I need a Mass Effect and Andromeda, or Andromeda, I don't even know what it's called. So when I saw it at GameStop for only about $10, I didn't hesitate. I wanted to finish the Mass Effect series. I heard this was the worst one in the series, but I got it because I wanted to finish the Mass Effect series. I really love finishing game collections. But the last game was kind of heartbreaking to me because I wanted to get on the Switch originally, but on the Switch, each one is $40, and on the PS4, I got South Park: The Fractured But Whole, and it came with the Stick of Truth in it already. So I got both the Stick of Truth, South Park 1 and 2, and I know both games are really funny, both games are really good RPGs, and I was just really excited for it because I wanted to get the first one when it came out, and I wanted to get the second one when it came out, but I couldn't afford either one, and when I wanted to get them on the Switch, it was $40 for just one, when I could have gotten both for $20 on the PS4. I wanted to get on the Switch, but it was just so much cheaper and just so much of a better deal on the PS4, I couldn't resist. I've talked about so many games, and it's really difficult to recollect how you collected all those games and the reasoning for them. And I'm not done yet, so this is tough. But the next game is Walking Dead Survival Instinct. I got this game for also $250, but I bought this on my own, so this wasn't part of the 200 set. And I know this game got really bad reviews. That's the thing. I know it got really bad reviews. I know at the time when it first announced, people were really excited for it. I never seen The Walking Dead, so I don't know anything about it. But I know a fan favorite character was the main character, so I know people really wanted it to be really good. But I know it was really bad. But I have a thing for really bad games that had a lot of hype, because I kind of just wanted to play them, see how bad they are, and it caught my attention. You know, it's a zombie shooting, killing game, first person. How bad could it be? I'm gonna give my review on it eventually. $2.50 for a review video in the making. One of the other games that I actually got from the video game store, I completely forgot about it, which says a lot about my memory, was the one I was actually most excited for, which is the craziest part. I got Resident Evil 4, but I got it on the Wii. So, a couple reasons I did this. I was at a gaming store, you know, I wanted to buy stuff from a gaming store because I like supporting those. So this game's always been $5. I could find it on eBay, but I always kind of just wanted to buy it myself. And it was the Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition specifically because I hear the Wii Edition is one of the best ones. I hear that by aiming it with the actual Joy-Con and all that, if you have a zapper, which, you know, kind of adds to it, seeing zombies creep up on you would be terrifying. So I heard that the Wii version was one of the best ways to play. I preferred it over the PS4, over the Xbox One editions that just come out. And it was only $6. I saw it, I wanted it before. I saw it for a price that I found reasonable. You know what? I'm excited to play this game. And I got it. I'm really excited to try this game. I don't know how long it's going to take me to, because I really want to get a zapper or some sort of holding my nunchuck and Wiimote type plastic thing. And I want to get one of those, but until then, I'm not going to play the game. So hopefully I find one of those soon. Another game that I can't really play yet, but I'm excited to when I can, it's Red Steel 2. It was only $2.50, but I did get this during the $200 thing. Red Steel is a game that caught my attention ever since I was a child, and I wanted to play it on the Wii. I wanted to play games kind of like Wii Sports Resort that you would be swinging your controller, and that's what this game provided. It was a cowboy ninja guy, so he had a sword and he had a gun, so you could use both. You could use one with the nunchuck or one with the Wiimote, or you could switch with a button. I don't recall how it would look, but it was a game that I really wanted to play as a kid. But I never had a Wiimote with the Wii Plus inside, and my parents didn't want to buy me a new Wiimote, so I can never play it. And guess what? I still can't play it now because it does require Wii Motion Plus, because they said they needed the new Wii Motion Plus that gave it more options to move around, because it needed to be more accurate and whatever. Look, I can't play the game right now, but when I get a Wiimote that has Wii Motion Plus, I'm definitely gonna want to try it, because it's a game that's always caught my attention. Now, there was no reason for why I got this game. This is one of the games that I was pressured into getting to by the time limit. I got this on my own. So I went to GameStop on my own. I took my time and I decided this was the game I wanted. And it's funny because it was the first game I grabbed. And usually I grab games that I see can catch my attention, and then I'll narrow it down to the best 4. And that'll be my 4 for 10. So this was the game I grabbed first, and I stuck with it because there was just no game that I wanted to try as much as Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2013. I've seen these games for so many years, and I know they came out on arcade machines, and you know, you would hold like a rifle and like shoot one of the animals and everything. I've never played one. I've never seen one. I don't know how the gameplay looks. I'm looking at the pictures in the back and it looks interesting. All new Prowler AI system with predators that are smarter and deadlier than ever before. No two scenarios are alike, so I'll be the decider of that. It looks interesting. It's about killing animals and stuff, and I would never do it in real life because it's kind of scary. And I don't like the outdoors. So $2.50 to simulate killing dangerous animals on the Wii. I don't know the game. I don't know if the game's good or not, but I've seen it a lot. If they have to be good, right? Because they kept making them. So $2.50 for this. I'm excited to try it, but it's also one of those games that I want to try with the zapper or something. Oh, I just grabbed the game randomly. DJ Hero. I didn't get this for a 4 for 10, but I got a 4 for 10. I got the Cabela's Hunts for 4 for 10. So I got these two on the same day, but I got this separately because it's only $1. And I have DJ Hero 1. I actually have the full DJ Hero set. I think my brother's friend gave it to him maybe like 7 years ago. I don't know how I got it, but whatever. It's in my collection. I have the DJ Hero set. So more soundtracks for $1, over 80 new soundtracks for $1. Maybe I like DJ Hero that much. I don't know. I tried DJ Hero before. It's kind of hard to do. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I have Lady Gaga, Eminem, and Lil Wayne for $1. So I didn't need a 4 for $10 for this. $2.50 would have actually been more expensive than this. So this is one of the cheapest games I've ever gotten. Why'd I get it? Well, because I already have the set. I was super excited for this game when I saw it. I've seen this game every single time I go to a GameStop, and I never buy it. Not because I don't want to, because I've played it on the Xbox 360, and I've played it on actual arcade machines, and I really love the series, and I really, really, really wanted the game, but I wasn't going to pay $30 for a Wii game, because I just won't. It's a lot of money, and I'm just not going to do it. So I was really, really, really excited when I had $200 to spend on whatever I wanted, and I saw NBA Jam. I had the choice of getting on the Xbox 360 or on the Wii, and I decided to get on the Wii because you can use the classic controller. So I need more Wii games. I have a lot of Xbox 360 games, and NBA Jam looks the same on either one because it's just NBA Jam. And I remember this NBA Jam, you could play as Obama and Hillary Clinton, and it was the new current player, so you know it's outdated now, but NBA Jam is never for the roster, it's for the gameplay. It's one of the most fun games that you can have. It'll be really cool for about 30 minutes and you'll get bored of it, but you never get tired of it. Boom Shakalaka is back. I got this game for like $30, maybe 25, but wasn't my money, so I didn't care. I also saw this game for $10, so it was another 4 for 20. It was another Wii game, because whenever I see a Wii game that's really good, it's cheap. Most Wii games that are really good, like the Mario Kart and all that, and the Super Smash Bros. Brawl, have found a way to retain their value, I guess. I don't know why they're always so expensive, but they just are. Nintendo games don't go down in price. So when I saw Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, I already have Metroid Prime 1. I've owned that before I started the channel. I owned that before I started the channel. So I own Metroid Prime 1. I've never played it, but I own it. And I've never seen the second one or the third one, but the third one was the one on the Wii, and I saw it for $10, so I was like, you know what, it's only $5 now, let me get it. Metroid Prime 3, pretty excited for it. Even came with the casing, and the game itself looks pretty nice. So Metroids knew how to do their shit, and with Metroid Prime 4 coming out on the Switch maybe in the next 2 years, maybe I'll really like the Metroid Prime series and get excited for that one. I saw this game and I was like, this looks really good, and the series is really good, and I'm assuming this game's really good because the entire series is good. It's God of War 3. I saw it, and it catches your attention right off the bat because it's Kratos looking at you, and then the side looks really good too, and the game's just clean. It's a good clean game. I've played some God of Wars in my past. I've never beat any of them, but I played the second one for about maybe 3 or 4 or 5 hours. And it was pretty good. I had a really good time with it. So I'm excited to play the God of War series when I just one day to sit down and just try to play them. But I like playing games in order. So the first one that I will play will be the God of War 1. Then it'll be 2. Then it'll be 3. Then it'll be the PSP ones. Then it'll be I don't know, all the games there are. But it'll end with God of War on the PS4. Even though it doesn't have to be, I like playing games in order. God of War 3 was only $2.50 and it looks really good. I don't know too much about this game. It's a game that I've always seen on GameStop's shelves, and I never got it for myself, even though I heard it was a hidden gem. It's Mirror's Edge. I got it for $2.50. The reason I got it, actually, I wasn't gonna get it, but when I was buying the the 200 in games, one of the 4 for 10s that I had gotten, they couldn't find it, and if I didn't get another game of 5 or less, then it would have charged me $10 or $5 for each game. So I would have paid $15 for 3 games or $10 for 4 games. So I just looked around and I saw Mirror's Edge. Like, you know what? I've seen it before. I've never gotten it, and I know it's a hidden gem. I hear the gameplay itself is crazy. It's a parkour game, so you're just running building to building, but it's also like with guns and stuff. So I guess it's just a real-time person running around doing parkour. Maybe it's a really intense, amazing game, and maybe I just found one of my favorite games of all time casually because they couldn't find Saints Row 1, which I really wanted because I like playing games in order. But they didn't have Saints Row 1, so I got Mirror's Edge. Do I regret it? No, because I know it's a hidden gem, so I'm expecting a pretty good experience with it. I saw Dragon Age Origins. I needed a 4 for 10. I've never played the Dragon Age series. I don't even know what it's about, if I'm being honest. I have no clue about it. looking at the back, there's a sword, and then there's dragons and stuff, and it's called Dragon Age. So I'm assuming it's I don't know. It's a mythological game. Oh, it's $250. You can't discredit me when it's $200 and I'm just looking for games to buy. And then I saw the game. I like, this pretty good condition. Came with the thing and all that. I was like, you know what? $250. I have $200. It looks like a game that could be good. I know the series is beloved by some, so it doesn't hurt to give it a try. I have Gears of War 1. I got it when I got my Xbox One. It came with it installed already, so I don't have it physical, but I've played it. It was one of the first Xbox One games I played, which I might want to do a review on because it was a pretty good game. So I do want to play the Gears of War series, and it's pretty dirt cheap to collect most of them. So when I saw Gears of War Judgment, it's actually one of the more expensive ones. I got this for $5 because it was a 4 for $20. So trust your guts. I think this was actually not a big... I don't think this was a really big one, actually. I think it was one of the Gears of Wars that wasn't received too well. But it said limited time offer. I was pretty excited when I saw a code for Gears of War for Xbox 360. But it's a limited time offer. And this game came out maybe 6 years ago. And it's pre-owned. So I'm assuming that they redeemed the God of War code for the Xbox 360. But, you know, maybe they didn't. And maybe I just got a free God of War. Even though I have the Ultimate Edition on the Xbox One. The last 3 games I'm all equally excited for. So I'm going to show off the first one, which is the least favorite of mine. UFC 2010. I really like boxing games and I like fighting games like UFC. Like I said. So when I saw UFC 2010, which is my favorite UFC game, I liked it more than UFC 1, UFC 2, UFC 2009. I didn't like too much. UFC 2010 with Brock Lesnar on the cover was a game that I always wanted to get. But it's always found a way to stay $15 on PS3 and all that. And I'm not paying PS3. I'm not paying $15 for a PS3 game, because I just won't. So UFC 2010, I saw it for $5 that day. I guess the price had gone down. It didn't have the cover, but I really wanted the game for a really long time, and I wasn't gonna pass out on it. It'll cost me like $1 to print it out, the cover, and I will eventually when I print out a lot of the games that I still need. Yeah, I'll probably do that for my collection video because, you know, I'll do a collection video one day, but for now, UFC 2010. I actually want to do a review on that because that's how good I like the game. It's a really good game. And I got it for $250 as well that same day. I got the game I was even more excited for. So I got that game. I got one other game, can't remember, and I got that gold edition of Bad Company. I also got the Steelbook edition, of Tomb Raider. The newest Tomb Raider that came out. It came out on the PS4 and it also came out on the PS4 and on the Xbox One. But I got the Xbox 360 version because it doesn't say Xbox 360 or anything, but it's the Steelbook. So I actually got a full-on Steelbook for $2.50 with the actual game. And I heard the game had gotten pretty good reviews, and it's a Steelbook and it looks really good. Bag looks really good too. It's a really great condition Steelbook. And I only got it for $250. So I was really excited for that. I was really excited for Gold Edition of Bad Company. And I was really excited for UFC 2010. So I wanted to end the video on a cheesy note because I'm a cheesy guy. And I wanted to show a game that I wasn't excited so much for myself as I was for playing with someone else. So with the $20, I saw Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games for only $10. And when I saw it for only $10, I'm like, dude, I wouldn't have paid this game. I wouldn't have paid $10 on my own because I know that one day it'll eventually drop to lower, and it wasn't a game I was in a rush to play. But Mario and Sonic Winter Games for only $10, I wanted to get it before because it's one of the easier games. It's a family game. It's not something that you play by yourself. It's not hard or anything. It doesn't have a story. It's kind of just like a Mario Party, so it's something you enjoy with others. And I knew that if I had bought in that game, I felt that my girlfriend, who isn't a gamer, she likes video games, but not as much as me. You know, she's shown some interest, but she doesn't really care for them too much. But I know that some games like this are just really enjoyable for anybody. So I thought it was a game that her and I could play together, and it would kind of be cute, you know, see how the game is. I'm gonna have a good time because the gameplay for these games are supposed to be addicting, and you know, you can team up with people, so you can go up against them, you can play with them. So for $10, I wasn't gonna pay because, you know, I got a free $200. I was pretty excited because Mario and Sonic Olympic Winter Games. It'd be a cool game for not just me, but for her as well. and it'll give us something to enjoy together. A video game that I can enjoy with my girlfriend. It's a video game that you know, I always have a warm place to, because it's just something that I can fall back on when I want to play video games, but also want to spend time with her. And with that, I have finished showing you guys all the games. Finishing the video, it is 43 minutes. So it's been 43 minutes, so I really don't know how much of this we can actually cut. Most of the things that I cut are just me hesitating or messing up, and if I felt like I hesitated too much or I messed up too much, and I'll just re-record that part. But yeah, no, I don't feel like I messed up too much in this video, so I can see this video being a 30-minute video. And yeah, it'll be difficult to watch, but if you watched up to this much, then I thank you for the support. Seriously, if you watched all of this video, thank you so much. Even if you're one of my friends, I don't know how you did it. It was a really long video, and it's enjoyable for me to do, but it's not something that I want to do too much right now when I'm just trying to grow the channel, because not enough people know me enough to care about me talking for 40 minutes straight. So yes, we're done. After this, it's going to be a couple review videos, and I'm actually going to try a couple new things for my review videos. I didn't really like how the first ones were, because I didn't feel like they were too much reviewing, rather than just me talking about what the game was and if it's fun or not. I kind of wanted to get into the visuals, to the story and all that. I kind of just want to get into a deeper, more narrated version of my review videos. So hopefully you guys enjoy the next video that I'm going to put out, but it won't be too long. I'm hoping the next video should be within the next week, okay? I'm trying to do 2 to 3 videos a week. I'm trying to do 2 to 3 videos a week, and so hopefully you guys see the next video coming very soon. I'm very excited for it, and I'm very excited for the channel, and I'm very excited to try all these games. I might not do a couple pickup videos anymore. I'm not going to do maybe monthly, because I realized that I've spent a lot of money in the last, let's say, 3 months on video games. And if you guys heard me from the video, I haven't played most of them yet, and I kind of just want to. So we're going to take a step back from video game pickups. I probably won't do them monthly, unless it'll be a cool 5-minute video, because I'm only going to be getting maybe 4 to 5 games a month rather than 30 like I got on this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, then make sure you get hit that notification bell so you guys are alerted whenever I post a video. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Ivan, and I will see you on the next one.